Hey guys, welcome back to the channel again today. Well, I've got the Bush Company awning on. A bit of a struggle, just because it started raining and I tried to do an install video but it just didn't happen. So anyway, today I'm going to run you guys through the awning, exactly what I did to mount it to the tent, and pretty much my experience going from a $150 awning to now owning a $1,500 awning. And I'm going to let you know exactly why I'd buy the $150 awning again. So guys, choosing an awning, it's a pretty big deal. You can get the King's awnings for like 150 bucks or 200 bucks, around that sort of money. And then you go right up into some that almost cost $2,000. There's a massive difference. And I just want to give you guys my feedback on my first awning. Was a King's awning. And the thing was awesome. Yes, they're crap. They are crap. But they're awesome. For the price you pay, for what you get, I'd buy another one in a heartbeat. But the reason why I've gone with the Bush Company awning is because what I'm doing now is because my first, well, it wasn't my first four-wheel drive, but my last Ranger was my true first build. It was my first big build of a four-wheel drive before I bought this F250. And I didn't want to run out and buy all this expensive stuff that I didn't know if I'd use it again. So buying the King's awning, I got it with like a magazine deal with four-wheel drive action and stuff like that. So I was like, yeah, cool, I'll try it. It's 150 bucks or whatever it was with the deal. I'll grab one of those awnings. So I got the awning. I had a Rhino rack platform and stuff like that. I had the awning on there, and guys, I beat the hell out of that awning. I used it all the time. I used it on every trip we went on. I used to use it just like for shooting and stuff like that. I used to have it set up and have my bench and that underneath it, and it was great. It got whipped over the car a few times, over the Ranger, just strong winds and my lack of tying it down and my negligence. So this $1,500 Bush Company awning, God, it's a lot of money to spend on an awning. But the reason why I'm spending the money now is because this is a system that I will take off this truck and I can put it on my next truck. So because I absolutely love the tent, I'm going to do another video on the tent, but the tent is incredible. I can take the tent, the awning, the shower, and my solar panel, and everything is mounted to the tent. And this is the advantage you get of spending the money. But I wouldn't recommend going out and spending a lot of money if this is your first four-wheel drive build, your first overland build, or your first vehicle that you're starting to get into it. Guys, definitely go and buy the cheaper gear, because then you're going to go, okay, yeah, that was all right, that was good. Yes, I love it. Yes, I enjoy doing it. Yes, I'm going to use it more often. Before you go lay out $1,500 for an awning, it's a lot of money, guys. And I really like this setup that I'm coming up with. So basically, when I'm done with this truck, the canopy will stay on the truck, but this whole system on the back, the tent, the awning, the shower, and the solar panel that I'm going to be putting on the roof, that's the next video. That's why you should subscribe. You'll get to see that video. I unbolt this, the whole thing's going to come off and go into my next truck, whether it's another F250 with a tray canopy setup. This will bolt straight to the top of that. Whether it's a 79 series. I really don't know what I want to buy yet for the next truck, but when I'm outlaying all this money, I'm like, okay, how much of my investment can I get over a long period of time, instead of buying everything specifically for this vehicle and then going and changing it all again, or selling that vehicle with all that gear. This one, I don't have to do that. The Ranger, I did that because the gear was cheaper. I wasn't really worried about it. So it didn't really worry me that I sold the Ranger with the Rhino rack platform and the King's awning and the other bits and pieces. It was just I experienced that product and I'm done with it. But now I wanted to invest my money properly and buy things that are going to get me through the next 10, 15 years. I can use these products and I'm getting a good lifespan out of them, where you may buy a King's awning and it kind of lasts you, well, mine lasted me for two and a half years, so until it finally broke one of the hinges. So guys, I'll just go ahead now and start unzipping the awning and show you how it comes out. Your canvas just falls down like that, and you've got this really nice big long strap. Now and show you, it's so easy. I've just unzipped it, undone 2 straps, and just pull it out and walk around. And guys, that's it. It's up. The reason why I liked the Bush companies is I like aesthetics sometimes. I'm a sucker for it. So I like the black powder coating. I liked the olive green, earth colours. I very much like. I didn't really like the AluCab stuff. Plus, when I rung for an AluCab awning way back before Christmas last year, the company that was dealing with AluCab back then, I couldn't get an answer out of him, so I just gave up and I rung Dean at the Bush company and said, Dean, I want an awning. Yep, no worries. I paid for it. I had it within like 4 days. Dean had it to me, couriered straight down. So the reason why I like this awning is because it does freestand. Today's a perfect day, like it's overcast, and we've got there's no wind right now at all. So they are freestanding, but a lot of people panic. I panic every time I set up an awning, because if it's a bit gusty and you're by yourself or there's just 2 of yous, it's not too bad when there's 2 of yous, but if that wind gets under that thing, like it happened to me with the Ranger with the King's awning, and that's why it broke the last time we used it, because we were setting it up and I can't remember what we were doing, but I was unrolling it and I went to like just leave it there and went to jump down and grab, I think it was a rope or a peg, and the wind just grabbed it and just threw it over the car. And I think a lot of people do panic when they put their awnings up because they're worried that it's just going to fold up in half. Guys, these aren't any different. These are very much the same. Some of the strongest, I don't think this Bush company one is the strongest on the market. I think it's the 32nd awning. I think that would probably be up there with one of the strongest. Then I'd say AluCab would be the next strongest. Then I'd probably say the Bush company, and there's a bunch of different other brands, but yes, the Bush company wasn't the strongest in the design and everything. Like, this thing does get a bit of a flap happening, but you've just got to be mindful when you're putting it up and the way you position your car when you park it. So like, don't go parking into if the wind's coming this way towards the vehicle, because it hits the side of the vehicle and wants to push the awning up. So if you've got your missus with you or your partner or whatever, just make sure you got the poles out ready. So guys, this is the bag that your poles come in, and you also get a small bag with your ropes and pegs. So this, you can store this bag up in there, but like, if you forget about it and it falls on your head, it's probably going to hurt. So these are telescopic poles too, so you've got adjustment just here to raise and lower them for whatever height vehicle. But if for some reason your vehicle's huge and you've got a high canopy with your awnings up there pretty high, you can probably just get these from BCF, some longer ones, if these aren't long enough for you. So I'll go ahead now and show you how these go in. Out here, Got little eyelets up there. So guys, that's your pegs. So you just go around now and straighten them and adjust them to how you need them. Connect up your guide ropes. So you get this little canvas bag here, and it has this orange rope in there. It has 4 ropes, and you also have 4 of these. They're reasonable pegs. I'd probably get some Snow Peak pegs or something like that, something a bit stronger, because the ground here is pretty tough. If you're hitting into rock and stuff like that, guys. Or even get some of those new ones, the new screw ones, they're pretty sick. So I think I'm going to get some of them and just bring an impactor with me, because I can charge the battery with the inverter and that. So, but guys, that's pretty much it. So we'll walk around now and I'll show you guys under the awning, all the different components of it. And I've already done a review on this awning before, but I've had it for a long time now, so I'll go over it a bit more in depth. And righto guys, we'll start up the front. So we'll go over the bag. The bag's a heavy duty ripstop canvas military spec bag. It's like a grey colour. It has a black powder coated frame. This backing board here is a reversed checker plate. By the look of it, it has checker plate on the back side from feeling it up here. So you have a black powder coated aluminium frame all the way around that's pot riveted, and also has these nice stainless Allen key bolts. You also have rain gutters, so that's what these are just here. So these are rain gutters to pull down on the actual awning itself, so you can get the water to run off. This is all black powder coated frame. It's velcroed the material, so that way if you ever wanted to take the material off or get some new material, it's quite easy to do that. The arms are replaceable, as you can see. They just bolt in, so that way if an arm fails or bends on something, you can then get that repaired. So the pivot mechanism just here is just like a single bolt that runs all the way through. It's a large bolt. It's probably, I'd say it looks like 15 millimeter bolt or so, running down through the center there, and all the arms are fully welded, and then it has washers in between to help it pivot, and they're all I think they're lightly greased by the look of it. But I do like this taper here, guys, if you can see that, where the awning actually comes down and wraps around to allow the water to run off. So it doesn't actually have a pivot up on top where you have one of these arms that kind of push up. This awning actually tapers all the way around, and I'll show you that in a minute when we walk out to the other side. You've got these heavy duty Velcro straps here, guys. These are really wide, really strong straps to hold the awning up, and they're a lot better than those really thin ones. These really take hold of the awning when you're putting it back up. You can add sides onto the awning. You have Velcro up here. So I think the sides, for 2 sides, you obviously have, you have 4. So for 2 sides, so if you wanted to enclose this back area down here, it's $1,100 for the kit. So that's quite expensive for the sides. I'm sure you could probably get a local canvas company to make you some cheaper ones than that. So that's quite expensive, guys. So guys, I'll show you how the roof actually tapers around. So guys, I do have to move my awning slightly back a little bit. So as you can see up there, so it sits underneath the tent. I just have to slide the awning forward a bit, and I'll show you how I've mounted it right now to be able to do that. So guys, the Bush Company has put these 2 tracks on the outside of their awning. That way you can then slide an 8mm bolt, similar to what they do on their rooftop tents. And you can actually move this awning. If you center your brackets, you can actually slide your awning quite far forward and quite far back depending on exactly where you want to mount it. Taking in consideration that the other end down there needs to be as close to the pivot point as possible to stop too much flex in the actual awning itself. So I basically drilled into the side of the tent, sticker flex it, and then you've got the 2 bolts that are actually inside the bracket there. These brackets were supplied by the bush company, and that's how it mounts to the side of the tent. And it clears that gas strut down there nicely. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it for the awning, and probably all that I can think about mentioning about this awning. We kind of ran through a bunch of different things there, and some of the reasons to go for, say, a $150 awning versus a $1,500 awning. So what I'd like to do now, I'm going to set the tent up for you guys, just so you guys can see it with the awning and what it looks like. It looks so sick. And then, yeah, I've got to make some more videos today in case this weather turns to crap again this week. So I've got some more content for you guys. So I'll be going back home and installing the solar panel. I've got the shower to go on, brackets, I've got internal support bars going inside the canopy, so it's just freaking ridiculous how much stuff's going to be coming on the channel. So make sure you smash that subscribe button. Actually, I'll do it for you if I can just, I can't reach it. Can you just smash that subscribe button? Thank you, good job. Righto guys, thumbs up. I'm going to show you the tent now. Let me know what you think in the comments. And yeah, stay tuned, way more stuff coming, and we have a secret project coming for the Raptor that we are working on right now. I can't give out too much information, but subscribe, hit that subscribe button. You're going to want to see this. Alright guys, let's check this tent out. I think it's absolutely epic. I love it. It's so good. So now I can take this system and put it straight onto my next vehicle, because it's all modular and it just bolts in and everything's attached to the tent. I don't have everything attached to a roof rack. There's no point in having a roof rack if you're going to put a tent on. Make the tent your roof rack and bolt everything to your tent. It just makes way more sense. I'll show you guys now how to actually pack the awning away and how quick and easy it is, and I'll also show you a small little item that I picked up from Autobarn a couple of weeks ago. I went to a bunch of different stores to try and find one, but nothing would fit the 37-inch tyre except for the one that I found at Autobarn. I grabbed it off the shelf and I asked old mate in there if I could take it out and see if it would actually fit the 37, and luckily it did. It was on the furthest setting for the width of the tyre it would sit on, so I'll show you guys that. It's perfect if you've got your awning on a canopy or something like this set up, where it's kind of a bit of a struggle to reach to get to, or if you're on soft sand and you're trying to reach up and put your awning on. This is just a great little item I picked up, and I think it was like 60 bucks, guys. It wasn't very dear at all, so I'll show you what I got. So most of you guys would have seen these before. They're a little a wheel step. So basically they just slide over your wheel. The wheel sits in here, and then that way you can actually stand on this to reach things like roof racks or whatever. But most of them, the adjustment just here where this pin is, I couldn't find one that would come out far enough to actually fit over a 37, and this fits perfectly. So good job, Autobarn. I'll show you guys. I don't really need to use it all the time, but just in those circumstances where if the vehicle's on a lean, or I'm in soft sand, or there's a bit of a hole beside the vehicle and I can't reach the awning, this definitely helps. So I'll show you how I use it. Basically just goes on there like that, guys, and then I can stand right beside the awning. So I'll now close the awning up for you guys, and you can see how quick it is. It's so quick, so easy. You just grab your strap and just walk it around. make sure your canvas is all hanging down. The way it tucks away nicely. Just pull your bag out. And guys, this is where the step comes in. I can step here and simply do what I need to do. Get that nice and tidy. And then I just jump back down here. I grab the canvas and I pretty much fold it up to in line with the bottom rail here, and then I roll it tight. Step back up on my step again. And I simply fold it up underneath there. Pull your straps out. That one's out. Then guys, you've got your tension strap just here. I just bundle this up. It's great quality YKK zips on these two, guys. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead now and pack this up. Pack the tent up and pack everything else away. I've got a few more videos to make today for you guys. Lots more content to come on the channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, or unless you want me to do it for you. Where is it? It's over here somewhere. You're going to have to do it. I can't reach it. So if you do that, hit the like button. Makes a lot more people see the video. Helps me out. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers, guys, which is absolutely awesome. I hope you guys are enjoying the content. And for all the Ranger Raptor fans, I'm working on a secret project right now with the Ranger Raptor. We're trying to G something up. Hopefully a few companies come to the party and we can make this happen. So hit subscribe. You're gonna want to hit subscribe. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Hope you're having a fantastic long weekend, and I'm gonna go do some shit. So see you guys. Alright guys, I'll show you guys. Alright guys, I'll show you guys. How many guys I'm gonna show? Alright, I'll now show you how to pack the awning up and how quick it is, and I'll also show you. I'll also show you. I don't even know anymore. Alright, I'll now show you how. And I'll show you how. And I'll show you how to pack your awning up.